Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hakimi bin Sulaiman. My metric number is A1780212. Today I would like to present about my industrial training at RS Empire Agency. Before I continue my presentation, I would like to thank you to my faculty supervisor, Dr. Muhammad Zulkifli bin Muhammad, for listening to my presentation. Before I continue the presentation, in today's presentation, I will present 6 components. Namely, the first is the background of industry. Second is scope of exposure. Third is contribution to industry. Next is suggestion for improvement, challenge of task execution, and finally, added value. Next, we go to slide background of industry. He is Mrs. Rosamia Fitri Mansur. Mrs. Rosamia is the head of the RS Empire Agency. Before this, Mrs. Rosamia worked at Telecom Malaysia for 30 years. In 2011, Mrs. Rosamia worked entirely as a unit trust. In 2014, RS Empire was established after Mrs. Rosamia managed to get promoted as an agency manager. The name RS Empire is derived from the word R, rich, and S, successful. Initially, RS Empire only had 5 members. Today, RS Empire already has over 55 members. Next is about organizational stage. Organizational stage, we have 4 stages. Starting from the lowest rank, which is called as unit trust consultant, followed by the next rank, which is an agency supervisor. The next rank, which is agency manager, and leader will be called as group agency manager. For unit trust serves to approach more people to invest in unit trust. In addition, it is more focused on 100 scale. For agency supervisor, his job is more to 80% to sales and 20% depends on recruitment. While I was undergoing industrial training, they gave and trained us a lot in online meeting about unit trust and also taught us a lot of tips to get clients in language to client how to make posting on social media. The agency manager, his job is more on recruitment, training, coaching, and a little about customer sales. They taught a lot how to make posts on social media such as poster, copywriting, and content. Lastly, a group agency manager are more likely to provide motivations, guidance to new unit trust consultants, such as providing training and coaching. For example, Mrs. Rosamia gave a lot of coaching to me and my friends also on investment knowledge and unit trust. Next, we go to the slide scope of exposure. First, learn about investment. While I was undergoing industrial training at RS Empire, I learned a lot about investing. Then I didn't know at all about investing until I already had knowledge about investing. For example, I know many investment methods that can be made such as lump sum, DDA, direct debit authorization, ETF, cash one, and PRS, private retirement scheme. Next, way to approach people. Here I am taught to how to approach many people in every effective way. Before this, we could approach people off spot, like knocking a door, but when a candidate appears, the approach method has been changed to online. Online methods are taught such as approach people via social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. In addition, about branding ourselves, I was taught how to be a professional on social media. So there are some things to be a professional on social media, such as changing the profile picture to more professional and adding friends to our team. Lastly, about creating poster. Here we talk how to make a poster about investing. In addition, we will also how to make poster for opportunity. Next, we go to the contribution to industry. My contribution has a form. While I underwent industrial training at RS Empire, I was able to contribute a little to this agency, among which was a unit trust consultant. I managed to pass the exam to get a license as a consultant under this agency. In addition, I can promote unit trust where I understand the investment method and can promote this unit trust investment to the public so easily. In addition, manage social media company. We are assigned to manage social media accounts such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, poster, copywriting. Every day, we will always update on unit trust investment on social media. Finally, advise people. Here I already know how to advise people in making investment in unit trust. Besides that, can also tell the benefit of making an investment here. Next, we go to the suggestion for improvement. For my suggestion for improvement, what can I suggest for improvement to this agency is the first recruitment. Mrs. Rosumia once said to get 100 consultants in the year 2021. So I as a consultant will ensure that Mrs. Rosmia wish is achieved on this year. Next, good to website or blog. This RS Empire agency is only active on social media only. Therefore, another alternative way to promote this investment is by creating a special website or blog presented by RS Empire website. In addition to creating a human resource department. Here, if the consultant, then the HR department will handle this. Finally, make sharing in IPTA or ITTS. If RS Empire makes sharing in IPTA or ITTS, more students will have investment knowledge. Students will also make earlier investment for their future. Next, we go to the challenge of past education. There are many challenges that are passed among them is in terms of prospecting. Not as easy as expected to get prospect with the current situation. In the past, we could approach people face to face, but today, we can only approach people only in the mass media. Next, on recruitment. To train a new consultant today is so difficult because training a new consultant today is online and according to the current situation. I am a student who undergoes industrial training online. Many challenges and trials are faced. Among them is the internet problem. Further, related to the economy is currently less stable and the challenges are very challenging. Not all people want to invest in the company falls, but in fact, when the company falls, is the best opportunity to make investment by buying cheap funds. Finally, let's of disclosure about investment. Not all communities care about this investment. Therefore, the challenge of society and willingness to this investment become a challenge to me due to lack of knowledge. For my last slide presentation is about added value. The first added value is confidence, where we must be bold in opportunity on. When we make or present to client, we must be confident in what we do. Next, honesty, where we must honestly keep all the client financial information. When making an investment, the client will provide details about himself, and we as a consultant must keep their information. The third is about punctual, where we must always be on time no matter when attending meetings with employers or with clients. Finally, cooperation. Here are another friends underwent industrial training at RS and Hire working together in managing the agency's social media so that the community understands and knows about investing in unit trust. Here are examples of the team on RS and Hire agency. I think that's all for me for today. Thank you.